We are back at the Meeple on Board Vanguard for Spiel 2025, where this year they have really outdone themselves with the amount of people coming and the amount of games. We have some absolute crackers ready for you. So, welcome to So Play We All at Spiel 2025. Okay, we're going from one extreme to the next. We're going from a very simple game to set up, cute, beautiful, to a really sophisticated, gorgeous looking, heavier game with ThreeTale. Let's take a look at this. Tell me, what am I seeing? Because there's a lot in here. What is ThreeTale all about?
Yeah, ThreeTale, it's very different from a cozy little game like Parish, but ThreeTale is again a cooperative game, as all of our games. ThreeTale is a cooperative adventure game that has a lot of replayability. Our aim was to create a game that is cooperative and can be played again and again, although it's a campaign game. Okay. So this is something that is quite unusual in this genre. So what we do in this game is we travel through time. There are a few stages, and we try to develop our heroes to go in the future and win the scenario that will be placed there. So there are 4 stages. The first stage is called the prophecy phase. In this phase, we pick 3 of the prophecy cards. We see what they're all about. There's a little bit of story, something that is a fairy tale element, and there is also this prophecy quest, which gives us an additional reward if you manage to complete it. And the most important things are those stats right here that gives us information about what the quest will be about. So, for example, this one is a little bit more gathering oriented, a little bit more mobility would be needed, and this gives us some idea of what heroes we need to choose in order to be prepared for this task, because those exact stats are corresponding to the ones on the crew.
Okay.
For example, we can choose those players and dive into the game. This was the first phase. Then we go to the second phase. It's called the past. The past phase, we go there to develop our characters. We build them up. We try to build the map and get rewards, get some additional virtues, for example, as the heroes are developed, some experience to boost your level 3, and try to be prepared for any of the 3 scenarios that can be played. When we've placed all of the tiles, I'll just show a little bit how this one goes. Every round we place 1 tile. We place our hero at the empty space. We place all resources here. And we have the stats. Let's say it's like this. Our starting highlighted stats. We place our on the dual layer board like this, and our soul is like this at the top. So what we do, we have 2 speed. We move, we gather the resources we can with the action we have 1 in the beginning, and we end our turn. The next one places a tile, places himself here, collects all of the stats, then the other one, and when we place all of the tiles, the past phase ends. All of the things that are not gathered are removed. Then in the present, one of those prophecies that we actually had in the beginning at Ramu will be played, and then we set up all of the elements in the box on the map that we have created. And this task has a different win condition that we can see in this book, and we have to accomplish it in order to win the game.
Okay.
That's what it's about at whole. I can dive a little bit more about what we have here as
Yes,
cards,
please.
what are those.
Yep.
So I'll start with the player boards because they're the main thing that you have in front of you. So the player boards have a few slots. The first thing is the virtues. They are highlighted with white cubes like this. They, just to place all of them, they go into numbers from 0 to 13, and they go into 4 different slots. From 0 to 2, they do nothing. From 3 to 6, they do 1 of the certain ability. 7 to 10, 2, and 11 to 13, 3.
Okay.
There are 6 virtues. The second virtue, I'll start with the second. It's called hope, and it gives you the ability to change the position of a die. So whenever you roll a die, they are acting as coins, so they have a positive or a negative side. You can, of course, you can, if I have 5, for example, change the position of one die, so I can make it a positive one. If I have 9, I can have 2 dice. If I have 13, I can do it like this. Yes, yeah. And then we have fate. The fate gives you the ability to pick. Just a second. To pick bonus cards. 1 bonus card, 2 bonus cards, 3 bonus cards. Bonus cards give you additional help in order to be more competitive, but they're only for the turn that you have picked it.
Okay.
So every turn you discard them and then pick another card. You can have 1 bonus card, 2 bonus card, 3 bonus card. For example, this gives you additional dice during battle. This gives you additional die
And one more
or
movement.
movement. One of those. There can be additional action. There can be none, of course. And let me see. And there is also changing a die. You can do what hope does. So
But
this,
once you've done this, they get discarded. You
Yeah.
have to get them again later.
during this turn, this is the bonus, and at the end of your turn, you discard them and pick another on the next turn. Yeah. The next one, this one, is called Endeavor, and this gives you additional actions. When you move through the map, you have a movement, and you go through the map. But in order to get something, you need an action.
Okay.
So if I'm placed here, I can have this virtue right here, but if I don't have an action, I cannot pick it up. Yeah. So by default, I have 1 action. This gives me 1, 2, or 3 additional actions.
Okay.
Then there is endurance, this stat right here, and it gives me 1, 2, or 3 virtues at the end of my turn. So if I have 9 and it's the end of my turn, I don't move, I do not do anything else, I can increase any virtue by 2.
Okay.
So this is like a passive progress. Mercy does absolutely the same, but you do it to other players. So at the end of my turn, if I have like 5, I can increase one of your virtues by 1. And there is only 1 virtue does not go into thresholds like this, and this is love, the first one.
Okay.
The amount of love you have is equal to the amount of dice you have during battle. So for example, if I have 3 love, I have 3 dice in a battle and I roll them to inflict damage.
Okay.
The idea with this love stat is because they are fairy tale heroes, they love, they fight for the things they love, so the more they love something, they're more willing to fight for it. So this is the concept, yeah, in this regard. Also here, there's the movement, which it's used to go through the map. You can go orthogonally, you cannot go diagonally, and you cannot move through forests. This is the movement. There are also slots. Here are the bonus cards. Here are the quests, if you have quest cards. And here are the artifacts of each level for head, for hand, and for feet.
Okay.
This is what is happening on the board of the hero. Oh, and there are also, of course, the most interesting part. These are the talent trees.
Okay.
They can be unlocked. The first one is needed 2 experience, or what we call it Shevitsa. And for example, you can unlock this talent. Then for the next one, you have to have 4 more, and you unlock this talent, and 6 more to unlock the last one. These are specific for every hero, and they are the most unique thing about the hero. Other unique thing is the starting stats, but this gives more effect to the particular hero.
I noticed that you have placed the cubes either to the left or to the right.
Yeah.
I presume that you have to choose which one of the two abilities you're going to use. You cannot do both.
Yeah, and you cannot go directly to level 2. You need
have
to
to
unlock
go
one.
the previous.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And there is also one other thing on this board, and these are the soul.
Yep.
The soul is used to negate all of the damage you take during a fight.
Okay.
So if somebody is attacking you and it deals you 5 damage, you can negate the attack by removing 1 cube. The other way to negate the attack is by reducing the amount of virtues equal to the damage you're taking.
Ooh, wow.
So these all act as abilities that are actually your health
Your
points.
resistance. Yes.
Yeah, so they're health points with an effect. And when you have 0 soul and 0 stats, you die. So either one has to be going to 0 in order for you to lose. This can also be used if you want to run out of battle. You can remove 1 cube and run out of the battle if you don't want to fight it.
Just breaking in here to mention that this interview took place at the Meeple on Board Vanguard booth at Spiel 2025. Meeple on Board Vanguard is the leading licensing agency for board games and role-playing games. They have already signed over 1,000 contracts, bringing games to more than 20 languages across the world. The website address is shown in the notes below. Check them out. Now, back to the interview.
So this is the player board. On the other side, as I mentioned, there are a little bit of
lore.
a little bit of information about the hero and a little bit of story, of course, because it has some story element. So these are the heroes. The way you play it is you go through the map. When you place a tile, you place all of the components that are on the tile. For example, this is chest level 3. This is Shevitsa, the experience you can gain. And there is also this virtue right here. So when you pick a white cube, you can increase one of the white cubes. If you get this one, you increase one of those. If you have a black one, which is right here, you increase your speed.
Your movement.
Yeah, and there are also quests. Everything is in this game, as it's called ThreeTale. It's 3 players, 3 levels. Everything is the number 3, which is the magical number. So the treasures are 3 level. The first one, let me show you a card from there. It's like this. You roll every time you get into a chest. You roll 3 dice, and the amount of positive dice equal the reward you will be having.
Okay.
So for example, the first reward, if you roll 0, from 1 to 2 you get this reward, and
You get 3 more, you get.
this.
Okay.
It's high risk, high reward, so level 1 it's the easiest one and you get a reward no matter less, but the biggest reward is not that big. For level 2, you don't get anything if you roll 0, and you get a bigger reward for 1 and 2 or for 3. And level 3, you actually lose something if you roll 0.
Ooh, okay.
You get nothing if you roll 1 to 2, and you only get a reward to 3. There is, of course, a luck element in this regard because you're rolling a die, but because it acts as a coin, you can predict more precise what is the percentage chance of you to actually roll a certain amount. For example, if I roll 7 dice, the most frequently I'll have a result of 4. So I'll know that and get into it. There's also a way to change the position of a die. So if you're going to treasure 3, it's better to increase this stat, for example, because you can instantly turn it as a positive reward. This can also help you because there are bonus cards which can be helpful for turning the die. So it's high risk, high reward. Those are the treasures. And then there are fights. Fights are also pretty straightforward. There is speed, defense, and attack, strength. So the one with the more speed is actually the first to attack.
Okay.
the defense equals the amount of damage you have to deal to it in order to defeat it and get the reward on the right. And the strength equals the amount of die he is having when he's attacking you. So for example, if I have 2 speed and I have 3 dice, he'll be the one to attack because he has 4, so he'll be the first. And we go to rounds until one of us is defeated and we get the reward. Level 2 is absolutely the same, with the difference that they also have bonus cards now. So they pick bonus cards from here. And level 3, they not only have bonus cards, but they have an ability as well, which is triggered in a certain way. These are the fights. There are also quests, which tells you if you collect something, you get this reward. There are also artifacts that are 3 level. Level 1 is the smallest one, level 2 is the bigger, and level 3 is the best rewards you can have. Every time you get an artifact, you draw 3, keep 1 and discard the other 2. And there are also 3 types of artifacts. Those are permanent artifacts. They are something that need activation, so they need 1 positive die in order to activate. And also they are one-time usage. So you use it and then you can discard it. They go to the 3 slots, which are head, hands, and feet, and you can only activate one artifact at 1 slot. So only 3 artifacts.
But do they work in conjunction? So if you have 1 in the feet and 1 in the head, would the effects work together?
Yeah, they work together. There are also ways to get more artifacts activated, but it's a little bit more complex and in a particular situation. But in most of the cases, you have just 1 on every slot that is activated, but you can hold more artifacts, and when you use it, this becomes permanent for this turn. And in the next turn, you can choose to switch it. Yeah, to switch it. Yeah. So I showed the bonus cards, I showed the artifacts, I showed those elements. You pick those up from the board. There is one special element which I need to draw in, of course, in order to show it. This is an altar. On altar, there's placed an offering, and this offering you can pick up, and when there's an adjacent hero to you, you both can bless it using 1 action. When you bless it, you pick an artifact of the certain level of which the offering is. The first offering is level 1, the next one is level 2, the third one is level 3. And what you can do also is when you place here, you can use the altar to change things that you have as on objects. For example, you can trade 1 artifact level 1 for 2 experience, 1 level 3 to 6 experience, 2 level 3 artifacts to 1 sacred stone. This is the most powerful thing that you can have in the past, the sacred stone, and it has different effect depending on the mission at the end. You don't have understanding what is in it in the beginning, but depending on the scenario, it is very powerful and can give you a lot of things. So this is the altar, and there's also 1 special element, which is a portal. Let me find one. Yes, when there is another portal, you can go from one place to another. So you can. It helps you with ability to move. Yeah, because sometimes you cannot gather enough speed to move.
To go places.
Yeah, and this is the past. When you place all of the tiles, the past ends, and when the past ends, you get. For example, the things from this box. Let me show you just a little bit how it looks. There's a deck of cards which are different for every scenario, and there are also new tokens which are placed on the map that you have created in the past. So even though you're playing the same scenario maybe 2 or 3 times, because the map is different, and because you didn't know that you'll be playing this, the way that you develop, so this is something that changes the way you think during the development stage, which is called the past. So the future, as I said, there are very different win conditions. Some of them are boss fights. You need to bring down this guy or something like that. There are some like you need to survive. This it has parallel lane, so you switch tiles to other side. You move slowly. This one, the float, you actually remove tiles from the map. So there are very different ways to actually play the scenarios. and some of them you need to gather resources in a certain time. This one is a survival. This one is, as I mentioned, a boss fight and things like this. So what we wanted to create here is a replayable adventure campaign game, which has some unique aspects. I think one of the most satisfying things is the past, because you build your characters and you help each other, you give each other artifacts, because if you're close, you can switch it from one to another. And the past, it's a little bit hard, so people can choose the difficulty levels, and if you don't want to be that hard, you can decide to go with easy, and you decide the difficulty level, which is a little bit different from other games, at the middle of the game. So when you have done the past, you see how well you have played. Maybe you're playing with somebody new, and you have played a lot of times before. So if he hasn't done it so well, you can decide, okay, maybe we can try the easy mode, and you just get this and this, and you this way do not discourage him from playing the game, but it's a little bit flexible.
Open, I think that's a very good idea.
Yeah.
Because oftentimes it happens that you get stuck in a mission and it's like, can't be bothered, I'll play another game. So being able to adjust the difficulty, I think that's a really great idea.
And this game is pretty hard to win, because it has a lot of things to keep in mind, and the optimization of the board and the tiles. When you go into 2 or 3 plays, you understand how the equilibrium of the elements work, and you try to gather some resources that are not having, in order to maximize the map, because maximizing the map is actually the key to be more progress. So some of them will be fighters, some of them will be more support heroes, and you try to make different decisions to every player in order to maximize the map resources and to gain most of it, in a way.
That looks brilliant, and I really like that you've managed to explain the game, and I have actually understood it very quickly. So even though it looks like a very complicated game, but actually the basics are actually not bad at all.
It's not that heavy, actually. It's not that
very
heavy.
accessible.
Yeah.
So this is brilliant. Are these a reprint in the making?
Yes, we now have placed the base game, the Kickstarter version of the base game, and we have also an expansion that we have made in Kickstarter before, and now we are planning for next year to make a reprint in GameFound, and to have all of the games available there, in order for people to buy it again, because we're out of stock. This is actually, I think we have 15 copies now in English, and we're sold out, and we need to make a reprint now.
So people, get on to GameFound and make sure that you follow up with this, because this is going to be absolutely brilliant. And one last thing that I would like to mention about the game is that this plays 1 and 3 players. It's quite an unusual thing. What happens with 4 or 2 players?
With 4 it cannot be played at all, but actually it can be played, because there is one hero that we didn't show, that is brother and sister, and they can split and they can go to different spaces, but that's not the main idea of the game. It's not ideal. When you play with 2 people, you actually have to control one hero, and the other to control 2 heroes in order to play it. So we don't think it's the best experience.
Optimal,
So that's why on the box we didn't say that it's for 2 people. It can be played, but we want to be honest and say that the best way to play is with 3 people, or to play so. It runs very smooth, because you have this crew and you try to optimize the board, and some will argue that it's actually better to play so than with 3 people, because you're more focused
and in tune with the characters. I can see that. I can see that happening. I think this looks absolutely gorgeous. You've done a beautiful work, and I want to remark on how heavy some of these things are, because my God, you could kill somebody with this, throw them at them. So Krista, thank you very much indeed for sharing this. This looks incredible, and I cannot wait for seeing the GameFound campaign and see this happening very soon indeed. Thank you very much indeed, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you.